Hey guys, Matt here. Today we're talking about binding and packing. So, for me, I don't bind just because, well, I've never really had to. Like, I've never had much of a chest to where, like, I've had to, bind. And so, even now, like, I haven't had my chest surgery yet, but like as you can see, I don't really have much there. It's kind of all just muscle. Um, but yeah, so and a lot of people have asked me like oh, who'd you go for your surgery, or like when did you get your surgery? Because a lot of my friends think like knew that I haven't had my surgery yet, and so um, they're like, "Oh, when did you get your surgery? Like, why didn't you tell me? Blah blah blah. How'd it go? Blah blah. Like all that stuff." And I'm just like, haven't got my surgery yet. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I do a lot of cardio with weightlifting. It's like especially for my chest. I do a lot for my chest. So, um, as I've been doing that, like I mean, they're getting not just like no fat, but like muscle too. So they're kind of like building up. So it's like more of pecs instead of breasts. And so um, I don't know, honestly, and I'm doing this shirtless, so that kind of show like I don't know. I'm beginning to be really confident with my body now. Um, Especially my chest. Like I've never been um, confident or happy with my chest, and um, so here this is like a huge step for me. But so binding, yeah, I don't bind. Never have. If you're going to, I would suggest not doing the ace bandages. I've heard that's really bad for you, um, especially if you do it for long periods of time, or um, if you do it. I lost my train of thought. If you do it a long period of time or really tight, there we go. I don't. Okay. Um, but yeah, so I would highly suggest actually getting a real binder if you can. I know there's really cheap ones. Borrow one from a friend who has extra or who doesn't need theirs anymore, or somehow. I mean, you can use the ace bandage, but I would like suggest not doing it all day. Like maybe if you go to school, take it off when you get home, or something like that. Just because it's just not good for like your chest. Like it's gonna make you like it can give you like um, breathing problems or something like that, where it like really constricts your chest, so you have a hard time breathing after a while. Um, but yeah, so binding, it's easy. It's either you do or you don't. Whatever you feel. It's like if you feel comfortable um, to where you don't have to bind, then don't worry about binding. If you want to bind, then bind. It just kind of depends on your personal preference. So for me, I don't bind, and no one can tell. I even to like not just today, but a few times like in the locker room at the gym. Um, I walk around without my shirt on, and no one has any idea. Like no one looks at me kind of weird, or like looks at me too long, like they're suspicious, or um, anything like that. Like they just like look at me and look away, like I was born with male chests. So that's really cool. So that happened today too, and that was cool. So that made me pretty happy that I just could walk past all the guys and nothing. Um, so there's that. So packing, I don't pack all the time just because a lot of like my jeans and stuff aren't like they're not like tight, and so you can't really tell. But I was actually thinking about this the other day. That I should start packing like when I go to the gym. Just because, like, if I do, like, benching and you lay down, like, obviously most guys, like, unless they have a really small penis, I guess, they have, like, a bulge, or, like, even just anytime you work out, like, you can kind of, like, you just kind of notice, like, guys have bulges, girls don't. And so, I was thinking about, I should start doing that, but, with, like, jogging and, like, running and sprints and stuff, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be super comfortable because I don't have, like, an actual packer. So, like, if it moves around in my pants, like, that can get really uncomfortable. But again, that's also something I should get used to. So, again, it's also personal preference if you're comfortable packing. You don't have to go out and buy a packer. Because what I did is, like, I found a YouTube video where you can make it at home out of, like, a sock. And that's what I did. Like, you get a soccer sock and you cut the ankle, like, from the ankle, you cut that part, and then at the on the soccer sock, that's a tongue twister, on the soccer sock at the very top, there's, like, probably, like, 5 inches of, like, really thick sock. You cut that off too, and then you, from the ankle to the toe part that you cut off, you roll that up, so it looks like a little, like, cigar, whatever, joint. I guess that's not a joint because the joints are small. But, so you roll that up, and then you, put it in, or wait, no. I'm telling you that all backwards. You roll up the, from, like, the ankle to the, calf. You roll that part up, and then you put it in the ankle sock, the ankle part, and you roll that over once, and then you can, like, sew it together, like, whatever, kind of keep it together, and then you just kind of put it in. But there's videos, like, all over of things that you can try. I remember even once when I think this was before I even started testosterone, it was a long time ago, where they, people made videos of using packers with, with condoms and hair gel. And I don't know, I think that's really funny now because I actually tried that and it was the worst thing in the world. It was it was awful. So I recommend not doing that. If you're not gonna go and buy a packer, or can't, I suggest the sock. Again, you can just literally, type in YouTube, homemade packer for female to male transgender, and it'll come up. So yeah, that's kind of my video. But yeah, so, and again, I want to make a shout out real quick to all the guys on this channel. I think it's really cool that we're all kind of doing this together. You guys are actually really awesome, and I know most of you either haven't started T or are just starting T, and I'm the only one who's I'm almost a year and a half at the end of the month on testosterone, and I just wanted to say that I really, I look up to you guys, I do, because I know I've been there, where you guys are now, and I know it's hard, but you guys are all, like, pushing through it, and again, I know how it feels, like, time is just, like, standing still, like, you're just, like, waiting and waiting for, time to pass so you can start T and all that stuff, but, like, I don't know, I just want to let you guys know that, it gets easier. I mean, all of you, actually, not just the guys on this channel, but all of you, that it does eventually happen, and I know that waiting is really hard, and, you want time to just go, but, honestly, like, make the time, make it work for you, like, do things, like, while you're waiting to help yourself, like, what I should have done, I should have worked on my chest, and worked on the body that I want, like, just do things that are gonna, make it easier for you, while you're waiting, so, but, yeah, so, that's kind of all that I have about packing and binding. Probably not the most helpful video in the world, but that's okay. But yeah, so subscribe to my personal channel. I don't post a lot, but you can follow me on Instagram. I'm really active on Instagram. I'm pretty active on Twitter. Snapchat, I guess. I mean, I don't really go on Snapchat that much. I don't know. I just don't like Snapchat that much, but I will Snapchat once in a while. I mean, Facebook, that's cool too. I don't really go on Facebook either. But Instagram and Twitter for sure. And I follow back, so yeah. So, and subscribe to my personal channel, and the other guys on this channel have personal accounts too. Go follow them. I need to stop scratching my chest because I'm getting scratch marks. But yeah, so be confident in who you are and what you look like, because you know that honestly is going to make you feel so much better, like being confident. So be confident no matter if you bind, if you pack, whatever. Just be confident. It'll get you far. All right, bye.